Good evening, everyone. I am Marquavia Smith, and I'm here with the producer and star of SWAT, Mr. Rahsaan Thomas, and of course, Shemar Moore.
Shemar. It's all right. I've been called Shamu, Shamil, Shamazel, Shammy, Cocoa Pop.
No.
I've been called Elder Barge, Rick Fox, Craig David, Drake. That's
really?
all right. Oh yeah. I've got all those times.
Just call him the man. He's the man.
The man of SWAT. How about that?
That's it. I am excited to be here at the NABJ conference, and thank you for taking the time to talk to me and Aaron. This man, before I started talking about Hondo, there is no Hondo without this man. Aaron out of Kansas City, came to Hollywood with an idea to bring SWAT, Special Weapons and Tactics, back to the forefront, and he wanted to do it in an original, interesting, new way. Hear me when I say new, and I can go on and on and on, but I want you to hear from the man that brought this to the forefront, that created the opportunity for me to transition from all that I've done in my career, from Young and the Restless to Criminal Minds, now to get the opportunity to play Daniel Hondo Harrelson in the reinterpretation of something that's going to blow your mind, and it's called SWAT. But I want you to hear from the man that made it happen.
Well, first, it's always an honor to follow up this man right here, who's been in the game and been doing his thing that we all, know and love. The idea behind SWAT was always to take the debate and the issue that's been in the zeitgeist, Black Lives Matter and Blue Lives Matter, and take a character who has his foot on one side of each of those sides, basically. So in the case of Hondo, we have a cop who's basically a cop for a new generation. And what we're trying to do is bring back the cool action hero that we haven't seen in a while in the form of Shemar Moore playing Hondo. So there you go. You got the guns, and what we're trying to do is...
They look bigger on TV. Go ahead.
It's the edit.
That's right.
But you got everything you need. We're looking at trying to bring a fun, visceral, action-packed, adventure to you every single week, with also being able to address topical issues, and really, really look at what it is to be a police officer who can relate to the community in the modern day 2017.
Okay, so I love how both this connection just happened, because I ain't even say anything. Y'all just let it flow, but I love it. I love it. So tell me, how long did the process go as far as you producing and putting the show together and coming up with the idea? How long did that take?
Well, the idea for a character like Hondo's been in my head for several years. I mean, I grew up in a neighborhood that had a complicated view and relationship with police officers. We had a kid next door that was a victim of police violence, and I had a guy on the other side of me who was a police officer. So we literally grew up with a love-hate relationship with police officers. So I always had in my head that I wanted to do a story about this type of character. When the opportunity came along to take a character like that and put him in the world of SWAT, a world that we all love, from the 70s TV show to the 2003 film with Samuel Jackson, and to update it with Shemar Moore, bringing it into the new school and really, really updating it. It's just irresistible. So it's been something that's been brewing for a while, but the pieces, come together over time when you've worked on certain things and you just start to kind of figure out the best way to reintroduce it.
Okay, I love the answer. So you, Mr. Hondo, so tell me, you did Criminal Minds, and now you're going over to SWAT, two different official positions, one a little higher than the other. Tell me, how does your character, how do you feel in that space transition?
A lot of people have been asking me, I call my fans my homies, my fans, and my baby girls.
Girls.
And when you do something for 11 years, it's family, and there's so much history and so much that I experienced, and so much growth. And I'm so proud of the evolution of Derek Morgan from Criminal Minds. And fans were sorry to see me leave, and what I need them to understand is, for me personally, I'm always trying to grow. In my personal life and in my career life. Denzel Washington would not be the Denzel that we're talking about right now if he hadn't left St. Elsewhere. I don't even know if you're old enough for St. Elsewhere, but he was on a TV show, and he took a leap, and now he's the man that he is. George Clooney was once upon a time on a show called ER, a TV show, a very popular show. He was the man, but he wanted more. He wanted to grow, and he left that show, and now George Clooney is one of the biggest stars, most charming men in Hollywood. My mother gave me a card when I left Criminal Minds, and it sits in my living room on my mantle above my fireplace. And it's a very simple card that says, leap and the net will appear. And what that means is just be brave. You know, don't let your fear cripple you. You know, I have another little saying around my house, let your faith be bigger than your fear. And so when I left Criminal Minds, I didn't know SWAT was going to happen. I didn't know what the next thing was going to happen, but I had to believe. I had to believe in me. I had to believe in my yearning and my hunger. And so now to take on SWAT, I'm the lead. You know, I've been in the game 24 years, and I'm very proud to accomplish and earn the right to be the lead. But I'm also humble enough to know that I can't do any of this by myself. I can't. You know, I got to lead by example. That's what a leader does. But I also, you know, I have my faults in real life, and you're going to see that Hondo is not perfect either. He's a bad dude in a good way, but he's not perfect. But you know, it starts at the top. Rahsaan Thomas out of Kansas City. He had a dream. He had a vision. Okay, and now we're continuing his dream, his vision together. Then there's our bosses, our executive producer, Sean Ryan. Sean Ryan is no joke. If you don't know his name, you need to do IMDb, Google. He executive produced, wrote The Shield and The Unit and so many other things. Justin Lin is Mr. Action Movie Superstar, and he believed in what Aaron was bringing to the table. He believed in what Sean was trying to do. So that's what you have to understand, is before you see anything on the television, it's got to have a good vision. You got a lot of ambition. Yeah, we want to change the game. We don't just want to be a hot show. So I always tell my fans, Daniel Hondo Harrelson is Derek Morgan on steroids without the steroids, and that's not just physically. I mean, I'm doing my thing in the gym. Trust me, I'm kicking my body in its backside trying to. You know, I ain't no spring chicken, but you know, put it this way: Daniel Hondo Harrelson is 33 years old. I'm not, but I'm doing what I got to do to bring him to life, and it's a great challenge for me. I'm so excited. I'm excited to go to work because I think we're going to bring you with SWAT 2017 is what I call it. Because let me just really emphasize, the only thing that's the same about SWAT from the 70s TV show and the movie with Sam Jackson, LL Cool J, Michelle Rodriguez, Colin Farrell, who am I missing? Doesn't matter. It was a great TV show back in the day. It was a great movie back in the day. It's the same name, Special Weapons and Tactics, and it's that theme song, na 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 na. But other than that, nothing's the same. It's today. It's what's happening in real life. So you're gonna have a good time. This is a thrill ride, and it's so fun. I'm having so much fun at work. It's a lot of work, and it's putting my body to the test and challenging me as an actor. It's a thrill ride. The action's crazy, but we're going to surprise people because it's got a lot of real life in it. We're talking about Black Lives Matter. We're talking about terrorist issues. We're talking about racial issues. We're talking about black versus blue. We're talking about blue versus just every ethnicity. And what we want to do is show you a good time, but also create some humanity, some compassion, and you raise the bar. Make you ask yourself questions. You may not agree with everything that's going on, but you're going to recognize what's going on, and you're going to be like, oh, I thought this was just going to be a fun little action movie, but it's talking about some stuff that I can relate to. And if you could do that with a TV show, that's original, that's unique, and that's something that you remember, and that's something you talk about week to week. And hopefully you get, I want one word when you watch our show when it's over. I want, whoa. And then I want you to, can't wait for next Thursday. Can't wait for next Thursday. What are they going to do next? What are they going to do next?
Okay, I feel the passion for the series all coming all through you. You kind of answered the next question, but I'm going to end it. But one more question. Can you tell me what reaction are you looking from fans and viewers?
Well, whoa is a very nice one.
Whoa.
And I also want people to be able to say, I've never seen anything like this before.
Especially network television.
Absolutely.
Maybe in the movies, maybe in cable, you know, correct me if I'm wrong. But on network television, on CBS, on all the networks, Fox, NBC, I can't say it's never been done. But I will say, when you see this, you're gonna be like, this is not what I'm used to watching on network television. So we changing the game. We changing the game. We raising the bar. We putting the pressure on the rest of the game. Because what I love about SWAT is I say it again, it's a good time, but it's diversity. It represents diversity, not just in the faces and what you see on the screen, also in the content of the stories that we're telling. This is just a new way. This is. I don't care who you are, how old you are, what color you are, what age you are. again, you may not agree with everything, you may not relate to everything, but you're gonna feel like the show represents you in some kind of way, in some part of your life experience.
Right. Okay, I appreciate you both so much. I enjoyed your company, your passion for the film. Make sure you all tune in every Thursday. SWAT is gonna be bomb.
Fire! Fire!
SWAT, like I wish I had my glasses with me. But y'all make sure y'all stay tuned.
Na, 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 na.